What's poppin', y'all? It's your girl, AmaniSharifah. What's up? What's poppin'? What's poppin', y'all? Shout out to all my fellas that is starting back into your girl channel. What's up, papas? What's good, you are? So on today's Men Talk episode, babies, we are going to be talking all about if you are a man that really don't feel comfortable with like going to therapy, with doing the whole therapy thing. I am really going to be letting you know about a different route that you can take that could still help you, babies. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hop right on into it. Let's get it. Thank you again for tuning back into your girl channel. What's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. What's poppin', babies? What's up, fellas? What's up, baby? So, on today's Man Talk episode, we are going to be talking about a really 100 topic, my dude. So, we are talking all about, my fellas out here, my man out here that do not feel comfortable, my loves, with going to therapy. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. We gonna talk about it today. We talking about it, my loves. We talking all about how, there are some men out here that do not feel comfortable going to therapy. So obviously, based off of today's episode, today is really for my man that fits this category. So if you are somebody that you don't really feel comfortable going to therapy, baby, that's not really that's not your vibe, that's not your wave that you're on, today's topic is really for you. So I really want to touch this today, my loves, because so many men feels this way deep down inside, and it can stimulate from so many motherfucking things that has happened in your life. It could have just been where you grew up and you were taught not to really express your damn feelings, or you grew up in circumstances where you had to really fight for everything. Meaning you had to really be in an environment where you had to survive some well fucked up ass circumstances. Maybe you didn't have a lot of shit growing up, so it taught you to be the man at a very young age. But you grew up in this mentality where you've always been in such protector mode, giving mode, making sure that everybody good, everybody straight, that you don't really even fucking know how to really tap into that emotional side where you sit down and you tell somebody that you don't know your whole life story, so that way you can get some inner healing. It could really be cases like that, and especially in today's time, because so many people have came, from just so many different backgrounds, and that, like I said, really contributes to why you feel that way. But I just really want to talk about, my loves, a really good alternate ulterior, option that you can really look into if you don't feel comfortable. Now, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna just say this shit. Let's just put this shit right on the books. I'm not at all against therapy. I want to put that out there. I'm not against therapy at all. But I completely, totally understand how you feel if you don't want to motherfucking go to therapy. Yeah, it ain't like I'm and you know, like, I'm just gonna vibe with you on why I really understand your mentality, on why you don't really feel like that you should go to therapy. Again, I'm not against it though. I am not against therapy at all. But I do understand when people do not actually want to motherfucking go to therapy. For one, you don't know the motherfucker that you're talking to. Yeah, she like. Can we first talk about that? You don't know they ass. Yeah, they're professional. Yeah, they get paid to do a job. Yeah, they went to school for it. Yeah. Who cares about all of that shit? You know, not saying that, you know, not discrediting nobody and the credentials and their accomplishments. I'm not discrediting that. But I'm just being, you know, like, I understand your mentality, like, and your mindset. You don't care about none of that shit either. Because if you did, you would, you know, like, you would, I guess, what, feel more comfortable going to therapy, knowing that you're talking to a professional. But you don't care about that. You don't know this person. You don't know this person from Adam or Eve. You ain't saying you ain't never, you don't even know if this motherfucker is trustworthy. With you just sitting up here telling your whole life story to, so that way you can, within hopes, get some form of like resolution, you know, to like whatever that's going on inside, you know. So we gotta acknowledge that. Two, you don't even know of, by you, let's say, babies, like, let's say, Papa, that you really do, you know, you decide to go to therapy, right? And you know, you talk to this person, you don't even know if this person is really going to be able to help you for well. Yeah, Shane. And what I mean by that is like, okay, yeah, you tell them all your business, you tell them everything about what's going on with you, you answer the dumbass questions or whatever, you tell them how you feel. But what if that person spiritually, energetically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically really isn't even able to fully tap into you, baby? Think about that, you know, because that could happen. You can have people that go to therapy and they could, you know, go this therapist, they got all these great credentials and accomplishments and blah 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 blah, and they still, after they go to that therapist, they still don't feel no different. Hey, Shane. So it's like, instead of them really getting, like, I guess you could say, like, a form of, like, you know, help, they're really just going there venting. They got somebody that will listen to them, but they're still not really truly getting that good inner healing. Because here's the thing, papas. When you go to therapy, it really don't fucking matter about the therapist at the end of the day. Because therapy is something so much bigger than just the therapist that you're going to. It's about, what do you want, my loves, for yourself? Think about what I just said. It's about, what do you want really for yourself, baby? You know what I'm saying? It's about, you know, do you really truly feel that Allah, God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High, whatever name, Papa, that you want to call God, find me love, because God got multiple names, she ain't saying. But do you really feel like that Allah, God, the universe is guiding you to go to that therapist? Or do you just feel like that you should just go because you heard from this person or that person that will be good for you? Because here's the thing, babies, if it's really not truly in your heart, if you really don't feel that Allah, God, the universe is guiding you to go to therapy, through, like, if you don't feel like he's saying that through your intuition or through, you know, signs, synchronicities, gut feelings, if you really don't feel like that the Most High is guiding you in that kind of way, then you're not wrong for feeling that. But what I do want you to understand, baby, is that you still need to do your annual healing. And it may not be through therapy, but it's another outlet that you can do that to help you, get through the things that is really going on inside of you. A therapist may not be that person, because as we already just talked about, baby, that you can go to somebody and still not get the help that you need, because it's really not just about that fucking therapist. It's about the person that is going to the therapist. It's about what the hell do they want in their life? What are they being guided most importantly by a Lord of the universe? Because that definitely matters. It matters. That's the most important thing, because you have to always remember, baby, that a Lord of the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the Divine, the Most High, He's always going to guide you on what to do, my love. So again, you feeling like that you really don't want to go to a therapist, that's not really, I'm not gonna deem that as like a horrible thing to feel, because you have to really do what your intuition is calling you to do. But if you know that you really do want help, and you really do want to heal past certain traumas, or get a better understanding of like why you do certain things or why you suffer from certain things, you still can get that help. But the way that a Lord of the universe may be guiding you, my love, it may not be through like actually going to an actual therapist. So that's why I said, baby, Papa, I totally understand if you feel like that you don't feel comfortable going to therapy. Some people, they don't feel comfortable going to therapy because of their own ego. And then you have other people that, they don't feel comfortable going to therapy, not because of their ego, just really they don't feel within their spirit that's what they're being called to do. And that's really what I'm talking about today. I'm really talking about my fellas out here, my papas out here, that you don't feel comfortable going to therapy because your spirit does not really feel like that's what you're being called to do. You just don't feel right about it. And if your spirit don't feel right about it, then a Lord of the universe is telling you through your spirit, which is also through your intuition, that that's not the route you need to take. It doesn't mean that you don't get help, but that may not be the route. So, speaking of routes, what other route can you take, right? Because, beyond just going to actually, physically see like a therapist, they got it now too where you can go online. But again, go online and actually talk to a therapist, that is. But again, if you are somebody like what we've been talking about today, Papa, you're not even going to feel comfortable going online talking to somebody, especially online. You like, shit, I don't know who the fuck I'm really talking to. Yeah, shit, like, whoa, niggas out here. That's just keeping it in bed with you. Like, if you talking to some old niggas, especially niggas that came from the hood and shit, like, that really ain't comfortable with therapy, like, y'all motherfuckers going damn online therapy, y'all think like, shit, I don't know who the hell I'm talking to right now. Y'all not gonna be too quick to be going on some damn online therapy, let alone physical face-to-face. But y'all damn sure ain't gonna be too quick to just be going online talking to motherfuckers as a therapist. Cause y'all gonna be thinking in your head, like, shit, I don't even know who the hell I'm talking to. Like who are you? Whose mans is this? Yo. Oh shit, that's funny, yo. Some of my fellas really made me thinking like that. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there may be some of you are that's like, nah, I'm not for the online therapist. I'm not for the face-to-face therapist. I'm not for therapy at all. So, another good, baby. Another really, really, really good, route that you can take, baby, is what I like to call. Now, listen to me, Papa. Another route that you could take is what I like to call self-help online therapy. So what is that, right? Because you might be thinking like, well, shit, ain't that, you said therapy, like, ain't that the same thing? No. No, it's not at all. So self-help online therapy, that's what I like to call it. And essentially what it does is you, by the grace of the Lord of the universe, you are doing exactly what I just said. Self-help. Now, what are you doing? You're going online. And what you're doing is you are researching on your own. Because you're doing self-help, Papa. And you're listening to different videos. You're tuning into different podcasts. You're finding great books that, you can purchase or you can read. That will help you, by the grace of the Lord of the universe, heal past whatever it is, babies, that you are going through that is causing you to actually want to do some other healing, some other work, So just some examples, because I have mentioned this before on my channel. I am a huge fan of this, and I'm going to always be a motherfucking huge fan of this, is YouTube. I mean, a bitch is on YouTube. But no, listen to me, papas. YouTube, I like to call it YouTube University. Because, come on now, you are. It's 2022. You can go on YouTube for anything. You can literally go on YouTube and research a video, look up a video for any motherfucking thing. We are living, and I like to say, one of the best times for the age of information that is obtainable to us. Meaning that, if you want an answer to a question, my dude, you can actually get that answer to your question right online. So when it comes to things that you're going through, and that let's just say you're really thinking to yourself, because you at this point in your life, I'm gonna give an example, baby, so you can make the connection. Let's say that you've been feeling a lot of just inner thoughts, a lot of thoughts in your head has been coming up, because the Lord of the universe is causing you to reflect. When you have that kind of stuff going on, where you're constantly pondering on things like that, it's the Lord of the universe speaking to you through your intuition, baby. So pay attention to that. But let's say you keep having thoughts in your head, let's say you suffer from childhood abandonment. Let's say somehow something in your childhood you were abandoned in some kind of way. Let's say you were abandoned by your pops. We're just going to give that as an example. You were abandoned by your pops, So this has really took an effect on you in your life. It's took a very big toll on you, because maybe, baby, like I said earlier, you had to learn how to be a man very early. You had to take on that role of let's say you had sisters, or you had your moms was doing all that she could in her life, but she was a single mother or whatever like that. So you really had to take on the role of being the man of the house, the man of the family, very, very early. Protect, do as much as possible that you can do to provide. And you had to take on responsibilities to just grow up very early. And you never really had a real easy life. You ain't saying you ain't really had no motherfucking easy life. You really went through a lot of different things as a man, and you're starting to realize in your life a lot of the things that you went through, baby, it did contribute to the fact that you were abandoned by your father in some kind of way. Who knows what that kind of way could have been? Maybe it was that he up and left your mom's well early. Maybe it was that God forbid, and my condolences if this really did happen to you, my loves, but maybe something actually happened, in your childhood, to, your pops or whatever like that. And again, if that did happen, my condolences to you, Papa, for well. May Allah God the universe bless, your pop's soul to rest in peace. But, like maybe something like that occurred in your childhood where you kind of felt abandoned. You ain't saying, because you didn't have your pops. And now you're starting to realize as an adult, like, you know what? Like, you could be thinking to yourself, like, shit like this really did affect a nigga. Like, it shit really affected me as a man. Like, and I don't know why, but I'm starting to really realize, like, a lot of different things, da-da-da-da-da. Like, you could be having these kind of feelings, right? But again, baby, keep in mind, what are we talking about, papas? You don't feel comfortable going to a therapist because you don't know him. He ain't saying, like, whether if it's a dude or a girl. You don't know that dude, you don't know that girl. So you don't feel comfortable, like, you ain't saying going face to face, talking about the stuff. You don't feel comfortable going on no damn online, chatting with a damn therapist. Like, you don't feel comfortable doing that. So instead, what you can do, you can go right on YouTube, baby, and you can look up, like, childhood abandonment motivational videos, childhood abandonment, motivational speeches, healing childhood abandonment wounds, healing childhood abandonment trauma, healing if you did not have your father in your life. Like, these are just examples. This whole scenario, my loves, is just an example. But you can type things in, search different topics of different videos, and things like that right on YouTube, so that way you can listen to more videos talking about the very things that you have been through. Now, the reason I call this self-help online, therapy, my loves, is because, like we said, you're self-helping yourself by the grace of Allah of the universe. You're doing the work. But beyond just that, you're going online, and it is a form of therapy. But the difference is that, sure, like, you ain't gotta sit up there and tell a person your whole life story. Instead, you are listening to people talk about their life stories, or you are listening to people give you motivational words, touch on different topics, things in that nature that maybe you never even really thought about in a certain perspective, but you actually start to gain a different perspective, baby, because you're hearing someone that either been through it or that it really works in that field, that can really give you great motivational words and advice, and different things that you can do as a man by the grace of Allah over the universe to heal what it is that's going on inside of you, baby. Yes. This is so empowerative, you are. I cannot tell you, like, how empowerative this is. Because this is, I know it may sound like really cheesy. I know it may sound like, like really corny, really cliche. Like, even for some of you, or you may be thinking like, sis, that shit ain't gonna help. No, it really is. It really is. That shit ain't on no damn cliche shit, Papa. That's some bull-ass shit. Because you gotta look at it like this, baby. When you are constantly feeding your mind, your soul, your spirit, your energy, good high vibrational things, especially things that really your spirit and your soul is calling out for healing, then that does provide the nourishment that your mind, body, soul, spirit, energy needs to heal certain kind of wounds. A form of therapy is not always just, like, going to someone in the therapist's office, or, like I said, talking to a therapist online, about your problems. It's not just only that. But therapy can also be you listening to people that is basically addressing the very things that you would be talking about, like, in an actual, like, therapist office, or if you were consulting with, like, a therapist online. So So this is a really, really good way for my fellas out here, you ain't saying, to my dudes out here that you don't feel fucking comfortable going to a therapist. You don't feel comfortable, consulting with a therapist online. This is a great, alternate route to take, because over time, you will, by the grace of the Lord of the universe, begin to heal that part of yourself of whatever it is that you need healing. Podcasts. Tune into different high vibrational podcasts. You gotta look it up, baby. You gotta look it up. You can even look up different podcasts, like things right on YouTube as well. Look up different podcasts where people are talking about the different topics that you need to learn about, hear about, so that way you can heal whatever's going on inside. Read different books. These are simple things that you can really do that's gonna make a huge difference. And I'm just keeping it a band with y'all on some real ass shit. Like, I'm being dead ass for real. This shit really do matter. If you're never feeding your motherfucking mind, if you're never feeding your soul, if you're never feeding your spirit, your energy, anything that's going to help those things that is really hurting you inside, then how the fuck can you heal, my nigga? You ain't saying, like, just keep it a being with you. Like, you tell me, Papa, how can you heal, baby? How you gonna heal? How? I wanna know. Like, how you gonna heal? How are you going to heal? I'm trying to figure this out. What? Like, you taking a shot that's gonna make you heal? Hell motherfucking no. No, like, that's not going to heal. The only way you can heal is through a Lord of the universe. And the way that a Lord of the universe works, he can guide you to the right things that you need to do to help your healing process, babies. But like I was saying earlier, it really has a lot to do with what do you want. And that's why I said, like, when people go to therapy, it's not about the therapist. It's about what do the person wants. So if you know that a Lord of the universe has already, really called in your spirit that going to a therapist ain't it for you, big dog. That's not, you ain't saying that shit ain't on the table. That's not on the books for you to do. Okay, so that means that he wants you to do something else on a different lane that's still gonna get you to the right destination. So another way that you can do it is through the self-help or life therapy. Look up those YouTube videos. Tune into those great podcasts. Read, find out what books. Look up different books online. Read the reviews and things like that. And order them bitches. And start reading. Start nourishing your mind. You ain't saying? Like, reading is fundamental, my nigga. You ain't saying? I ain't just seeing that shit like, like for no reason. Like, hell no. Like, these are things that you can really do, baby. That a Lord of the universe will be working through to heal you. So take us serious. If you know, Papa, that you really do, want to heal past these different things, but you know that therapy is not something that you're comfortable with, I totally understand, baby. And just know that you're not wrong for feeling that way, especially if it's not coming from like an ego standpoint. It's really just coming from like a standpoint where you really don't feel within your intuition that a Lord of the universe is guiding you to do that. You're not wrong for feeling that way. You're never wrong. Oh, listen to me, Papa. You hear me? I want you to listen to me. You are never wrong for listening to your intuition, because that is your direct communication with a Lord of the universe. So you always listen to that. Fuck what anybody else got to say. Who the fuck cares? But if a Lord of the universe guides you not to do it that route, then you listen to it. But understand that he wants you to still go another route to get the proper healing that you need inside. So I hope this helps, babies. I hope this helps, papas. going this route, my loves, is really, really going to be very beneficial to you. You ain't saying just take a chance on it. It's going to be very beneficial to you. And what I strongly recommend, which is so important that you do, you need to pray or meditate or do both. You ain't saying before you start going on like YouTube and shit like that, looking shit up, pray to a Lord of the universe, the Most High, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, that He guides you to the right actual like videos. That's not just some cliche shit, sis. You know, that sound real fine and good. That's not really gonna make a difference. No, it really is. You ain't saying like, yeah, like, I mean, come on now, like, who the hell made you? You ain't saying like it wasn't just your moms and your pops, my door. Like, at the end of the day, you came from a Lord of the universe. So if He's guiding you to do better for yourself in that kind of way, go to Him in prayer or meditation or do both and talk to your Father. You know, talk to Him about like Him guiding you to the right videos, to the right podcasts, to the right, books that you can, read, listen to, watch or whatever like that. That's going to help you, baby. And most importantly, like, feel free in venting to a Lord of the universe about anything that's on your mind. You ain't saying, if you tune into my channel, you know that I quote this very often. And I'm about to quote it. You ain't saying it good. But it's like what Nipsey Hussle said, and God rest his soul. You ain't saying God rest our big bull soul. Like, he said, don't vent to people, vent to God. That is, like, I quote this so much on my channel, papas, because this is a very, like, powerful statement, that he made. Because essentially, what he was saying is that, don't vent to people about how you feel. Vent to the very person that's created you at the end of the day. Vent to God. Vent to a Lord of the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit. You ain't saying there's nothing wrong with, if you have people in your inner circle that you feel comfortable talking to, but nobody knows you better than the very mind that has created you, baby. So where that part comes in, that where you don't feel comfortable talking to a damn therapist. You don't feel comfortable like going online and, talking to a therapist online. But what you should feel comfortable doing is talking to your father. You ain't saying you are his son. That's your father. You came from him. And don't ever feel like that when you're praying or meditating or doing both that. Oh, you just praying to the motherfucking ear. Ain't nobody there. Ain't nobody listening. No, that's not true. Not at all. A Lord of the universe is definitely listening. Though you can't see it with your naked eyes, that does not mean that He's not there. And if it's a case, babies, where maybe you don't pray. You ain't saying maybe you don't pray or meditate that or maybe you pray or meditate, but it's not that often. So you don't really even know what to say in prayer. Like, only you are going to know, like, what to say. You ain't saying in your prayer, because you have to look at it, baby, like that's your conversation between you and your Father. So, only you are going to know what to really say when you're talking to your Father. But, like, when it comes to, like, you asking Him about, like, to guide you, or like, what videos, what podcasts, what books to like come across to get that, that healing and things of that nature. You could say something very simple in prayer, like, Father, like, can you guide me, like, what videos should I tune into? Can you guide me, like, what podcast should I listen to? What book should I read? A Lord God, the universe, the Lord, the Holy Spirit, the divine, the Most High, can you guide me on, who I should be listening to through these YouTube videos, or, these podcasts I'm listening to, or, these books that I'm reading, so that I can get the proper, healing for blah, 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 blah. You ain't saying like that's just an example, BB. Like whatever name, that you call a guy, like I said, God got multiple names. But essentially what you're doing, you are asking a logo, the universe, to guide you when you're in prayer. Whenever you like talking to a logo, the universe, about whatever it is in your life, but you're also asking him to guide you, babies, to guide you, which videos to watch on YouTube, which podcasts to listen to, which books to read. You're asking for your father to guide you in that kind of way, and he will do that, baby. He will do that for you, Papa. And that's how you will be guided to the right content, the right things that you need to be like nourishing your mind, body, soul, spirit, and energy with, so that way you can over time heal. Healing takes time, babies. It don't happen overnight. But if you do shit at all, then it's not going to happen at all. So just look at it from that standpoint. So I strongly recommend pray, meditate. You should be doing that anyways, babies. But damn sure, pray, meditate when it comes to like you going on this journey where, like you're self-helping yourself. Because that's going to help you get stronger. That's going to lead you right in the right direction. A logo, the universe, is going to literally guide your hands to the right people to tune into them YouTube videos. A logo, the universe, is literally going to guide your hands to the right podcast to tune into and listen to. A logo, the universe, is literally going to guide your hands the right books to look up and order. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is going to guide you, to the right sources, and that's why it's sad, baby. You have to get your healing ultimately through a logo, the universe, and all those different ways that he'll guide you to. That's his way of working through those people, things, whatever, to healing you of whatever it was, Papa, that really hurt you and caused like some form of just trauma on you that you really need to heal through as a man. So babies, again, it's nothing wrong with how you feel about the fact that you don't want to do therapy. You don't want to go to a therapist. You don't want to go online and talk to a therapist. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't discriminate though. Make no mistake, I don't discriminate against nobody that go to therapy. And I don't, feel like it's a bad thing. Like, I just really feel like it's upon what a logo, the universe guide you to do. You have some people that goes to therapy and they do phenomenal in therapy, and that's good. That means that a logo, the universe, work through that therapist to get through to that person. But everybody's not the same, my nigga. Papa, like, everybody's not the same. Not everybody want to do that. And nobody should be looked down upon for the fact that they don't want to do that when it's coming from not a place of ego, but really just from a place of what they feel the intuition is telling them. Just like, you ain't saying shouldn't nobody be looked down upon for going to therapy. Because there's nothing wrong with that. You have to respect people for what they're at and not for what you want them to be. Because you have therapists out here that do phenomenal jobs. And like being a biological degree is a healer to that person to help them get through things. And then like I said, you have other people where they go to therapy and they really don't get shit from it. You ain't saying? So at the end of the day, it's no shade to anybody that wants to go to therapy. Like I said, I'm not against therapy at all. But I'm also not against the fact of people like yourself, papas. To my fellas that I'm talking to on today's episode, I'm not against the fact of how y'all feel either, where y'all just legit don't feel comfortable doing it. I'm not against that either. But what I really, really strongly, encourage you, babies, to challenge yourself to get the proper help that you need by listening to, the guidance that a Lord of the universe gives to you through your intuition, through signs, synchronicities, and gut feelings when he's guiding you, papas, to get the good self-help through the online therapy route. So I love you, baby, so much. Love you, papas, so much. Please like this video so that way our channel can continue to go. Comment below, babies. Let me know, like, sure, if this is your situation, if you are going to like go this route, or if you are already currently on this journey, my loves. Let me know in the comment section. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you are updated when I post my next topic. And check out my playlist too, papas, because you know I actually have like a lot of topics in here that can really help you when it comes to like different things that you need, you know, like healing from. You say I do so many topics on my channel of all different kind of things. I have a specific playlist topic called mentor, but not even just that playlist topic. Like it's a ton of different topics in the Manifest Wisdom 419 podcast show that, you know, you just gotta browse through, look through, and I talk about, so you ain't showing that my big ass mouth, like I talk about so many things, baby. So, you know, definitely check it out, because it could be like a lot of things in here that me touch on things that you really need to work on, baby. This is why I do what I do. To help you. You know, at the end of the day, I love you, and I want you to heal past whatever the fuck it is that you're going through, and I want you to do it in a way that a Lord of the universe is guiding you to do it, not like of what everybody else is telling you should do it, but do it in a way of what you know that, you know, your intuition, your spirit is really calling you to do it, baby. So check those playlists out. Pretty soon I'm going to be having a lot of new series though that you could actually watch, babies, right on my channel. These are series again you can watch, not just listen to through the podcast. So if you follow my motherfucking podcast, you are going to love the new series that you can watch. It's gonna be lit, a lot of advice given. We're gonna be laughing, cooking the shirts, but it's gonna be a lot of different things, so stay tuned. And if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and follow your girl on Instagram. My Instagram name is right on my screen, so go ahead and follow me, because I would love to have you, baby. About to be AmaniSharifah. Crew, gang, Fanny, what's up? What's motherfucking good? Yeah. But until next time, my loves, peace, love, and light always. Mwah. Later.